Student Success, welcome to week 6 of the semester. This week runs from February 21st through the 27th. Hopefully, as you know by now, the college is open on President's Day, and we are closed Tuesday to observe President's Day. So it doesn't really affect our course since we're online, other than the fact that it's opening up on Monday as normal. So I just wanted to make sure you were aware of that. So here is also your weekly reminder to be registering for a workshop. There's also Student Leadership Academy options. You can attend one session of that or all of them if you wanted the certificate, or you can just attend a regular workshop. As we talked about before, going into academic support in MySark State, getting your link to the Student Success Workshop, you attend it, and then they will give you a certificate of completion. Sometimes it's not immediate. You might have to wait a day or two after the workshop to get that certificate of completion, and then you can submit it. A few more workshop certificates have been trickling in the past week or so. So I know some of you are already attending your workshops. I do not need proof that you registered because anyone can register. It's that you have to attend, and then you submit your attendance certificate or your completion certificate. So you still have until May, but I just like to really make sure that you're aware that, hey, let's not wait till the end of the semester and then panic when we can't find a workshop. All right, so we're going to scroll down. We are in week 6. Week 6 is kind of a continuation of week 5. So if you recall, week 5 went into chapter 12 and really talked about like career exploration. It went to a couple of different websites. You guys did some career exploration and career discussion posts. So week 6 is building off of that, but there's only one assignment. So this is a 30-point assignment. I really want to make sure that you understand that it's 30 points. No other assignment in this course is worth that much at once. I mean, yes, your attendance is worth more than that, but at one single time, there's no other assignment worth more than this. So it's 30 points because there's 3 parts to it. And so each part is 10 points. And so I really like to emphasize that so students don't think like, oh, it's only one assignment, I can skip it, or whatever the justification is. So there's no discussion forum this week. You just have to submit your career services assignment by Sunday, and that will also count for your week 6 attendance. So make sure you submit it by Sunday. So again, this is 3 parts. So I'm going to break down the 3 parts. Inside the materials folder, there are like extra videos, and I will refer back to this here shortly because it's part of your 3 parts of your assignment. But if we go into the assignment area, so here are the instructions. So you're welcome to click on that. It opens up into a PDF and it goes through like the 3 parts of your assignment. So the first part is you're going to take a career assessment. Well, it's kind of a career assessment. It's a career coach assessment that's going to lead you to career results. You can click right here and get into the link. I'll also show you how to get there from your Stark State homepage. You just scroll down, and we actually visited Career Coach in week 5. So hopefully this is already familiar. So you're going to click on Career Coach. If you remember in week 5, we went to Browse Careers. Today, we're going to go to Take the Assessment. You are going to take the 60-question assessment, okay? I am going to take the 6-question one for now just to show you how quick it is, but you are taking the 60 questions. So make sure that when you get to the screen, you click on 60 questions. Just for demonstration purposes, I'm going to get through the 6 questions a little bit more quickly. Okay, so you can see all of these are super quick. You basically read, what would you like to do? And you kind of answer just on this, spectrum. Strongly disagree, disagree, unsure, agree, or strongly agree. So I'm just going to go through and kind of answer how maybe I normally would. And it's going to give me my results. It's going to give me my Holland's results. We talked about this in week 5, my kind of personality, and I can kind of look and see, what traits do I have? Does this sound correct? And then it's going to give me my career matches. So I can look and see all the matches, all the way from a really strong match, not surprising, 100% teaching, all the way down to ones that really aren't a good match for you. So when you get in here, again, I encourage you, I'm going to show you what you're going to submit, but I encourage you to click in your results, and then you'll see a breakdown even further of within this big category, what are your results inside this larger category. So I'm going to click in there. That's going to give me even more. Like, okay, here's like inside this subcategory, here are even more specific categories. So I'm just going to click again. And then it brings me to the page that we saw back in week 5, where we saw all of this information here and you can click and find out about it. So you've already seen this in week 5. So for our purposes for this week, you're going to download your full results or save your results. I'm just going to go ahead and download them real quickly. You can see it's going to open up into a PDF. This is what you're going to submit for part 1. So here are your results, right? It just basically prints off kind of a recap of your top categories and then the specific top career matches. So once I get that, I'm just going to make sure that, I go and I save it. That is going to be the first thing I submit, but I'm not going to submit it yet because remember, there are 3 parts. You're going to submit 2 PDFs. So if you submit this right away, the PDF, if you get in and submit this, you're not going to be able to go back in and submit the second PDF. So you want to make sure you hold off. But this is PDF number 1, submission number 1. I've taken my career coach assessment. I would also just a recommendation. You don't have to by any means, but you can see on Career Coach, you can either log in or sign up for an account. If you sign up, this means that you can kind of go back and access these results at any time. If you do it as a guest, that's totally fine. Just know that if you accidentally X out or you want to go back to it later, you're going to have to retake the assessment. So the 6-question one gave me these results. When you take the 60-question one, it's going to be a little bit more accurate, obviously, because there's more questions to go along with it. So just keep that in mind. And again, you can see whenever I did my, let me pull it back up. It said the short assessment. When you get yours, it'll say long assessment. So I'll know that you took the 60 questions there. All right, so that's part 1 of the career services assignment. Part 2 kind of go together. It says you're going to get into this website right here, the Skills Academy. So I have it up here, Skills to Succeed Academy. You're going to create an account and it walks you through creating a user account, register now. You do not have to pay, use that access code right there. So once you've registered, and I would just recommend using your StarkState username, password, information as closely as you can so everything stays consistent. Have it just running in the background. So after you've logged in, you've registered, just have it logged in the background, because then part 3 is you're going to watch the workshop video. So this is where I said I would get back to that video. So I'm going to go back to the materials. Here's my workshop video. So this is 47 minutes and it's from Career Services, the actual office. So they're going to talk to you about career services, resources in general, and then more specifically, things like your career assessment results and the Skills to Succeed Academy. So you're going to watch that video, excuse me, Blackboard will give me like a receipt, if you will. After you have watched the entire video with sound on, it'll say, check so-and-so has watched the video. That's your second part of it. So there's nothing to turn in for the video part, only proof that you watched the video, which Blackboard records for you. That's the second part. While you're watching the video, there are certain times where it's going to say, okay, now go ahead and pause and complete a module. You have 2 options, and you can see you can hyperlink there. You can click right from there. 2 options. You do not have to do them both. Option 1 is find your future. So this is for anyone who maybe you are not declared, you're maybe teetering between 2 or more majors, or maybe you just want to make sure you're in the right major. Option 2 is you know what major you want to complete, you know the direction you're headed. So this goes more toward those students. So click on whatever option fits you personally. When you click in there, you're going to see there's like a little moving, talking presentation, and you see, just going to click right through here
by the end of this module
and keep going through. At the very end of the module, you are going to go to progress, and obviously I haven't completed it, so I don't have anything right here. And you are going to either, depending on what you feel comfortable doing, download the certificate or email yourself the progress and save it from there. And this is all explained, like see right down here, it goes into detail right here. This one tells you to email it to yourself, which is fine. You can also, as I said, download it. That's the second PDF you're going to upload. The first PDF is your career assessment results. The second PDF is going to be the progress report of the module you completed in the Skills to Succeed Academy. So 2 PDFs you're going to submit. So when you get done with your video, your 2 PDFs, you'll get back into the assignment folder. You'll click right here. This is the Dropbox, so click right there. You're going to browse the files, And then you're going to, I'm just selecting 2 random. One of them happens to be, but you'll submit 2 PDFs at the time. You'll be able to upload both at the same time. Remember, if you only do one, Blackboard won't let you go back and resubmit a second unless I have to go in and reconfigure it. So just make sure you submit both at the same time and then hit submit. Okay, and then again, as I said, your grading, when I go to grade, I will be looking for, do you have your career assessment long length PDF uploaded? And do you have your PDF of your Skills to Succeed Academy progress uploaded? And then I'll run the Blackboard report to make sure that you watched the video. That's how you get all 30 points. Okay, so when you're all done, I will message you this week. Since it's one assignment, but it's 3 parts, I will still message you and say, hey, you're good. You've got all 3 parts all completed. That way you know that you're okay. If you're missing parts, up until about Wednesday or Thursday, I will email you and say, hey, you're missing, part 1 or part 2 or whatever it is. That way, if you submitted, you can go back and, send me something else. If you have questions, as always, feel free to message me in Blackboard, email me, call my extension, whatever you need. And I hope you all have a great week and enjoy the Tuesday off from campus. Bye.